Hey everybody, welcome. We made it. Hi replay people. Hey there to all my replay people as we give a moment for live people to join us. Welcome to the Midday Moment. Midday Moment, it is the place where we remind ourselves to expect great things. We expect great things not because we ignore the questions of our day, not because we ignore the challenges of our day. We expect great things because we recognize that we're fully human and fully divine. And in our fully human selves, we got stuffs, which is why I put this gum in my mouth because it helps me right here. And in our fully divine selves, we got answers to the stuffs. So the midday moment is designed to make sure you are tapping into your divine. Yay! Because when you tap into your divine, you tap into your river. You tap into your river of hope, your river of peace, your river of compassion, your river of love, your river of understanding, your river of resilience, restoration, healing. All of that is in the river. So we're here to help you make sure you tap into the river. Okay, y'all ready? We're going to sing about a little bit. It's time for the midday moment. Hey, it's time for the midday moment. It's time for the midday moment. Whoa, it's time. I'm expecting great things. I'm expecting great things. Oh, I'm expecting great things. I'm expecting great things. And where are you expecting at? In my life, yeah. I'm expecting great things in my home. I'm expecting great things, and all around me, yeah. I'm expecting great things. I may not see, but I choose to believe. You may not see, but I choose to believe. Sometimes them may not see, but I choose to believe. Sometimes I may not see, but I choose to believe. Everybody say great things. Yay! All right, y'all, say thank you, theme song. And theme song says, you're welcome. All right, y'all, that's Great Things by Priscilla Hilliard. We've been rocking with that because the OGs are like, you got to keep it going. So we've been rocking with that since we started the Midday Moment. All right, so welcome to the Midday Moment. Happy Thursday to everybody. Happy Consecration. Happy Lenten season. I don't know about you, but I am fully invested. I'm fully invested. I'm fully vested in. I'm fully invested into this time of consecration. And so we certainly encourage you. And thank you for being patient. I have a lot of times I use gum to help kind of, support my vocal strength. And I got some water here. But nonetheless, I am really experiencing just already sensing just refreshness and renewal from the inside out with this consecration. I'm being very conscious about what I'm putting into my body, why I'm putting it into my body, when I'm putting it into my body. Okay. So I'm being very conscious about that. And you've been invited to do the same. Those of you that have been joining us and that you study with the daily download in the morning. So So this is the midday opportunity to add to perhaps what you've already received and what you've already been experiencing. I do the midday moment because there's a certain way that I live my life so that I overcome on purpose, not drown in suppression, depression, oppression, your oppression, nobody's pressure. But I seek to overcome on purpose. So there's a certain way that I live in order to do that. There's a certain way that I live in order to then live on purpose. So I overcome on purpose so that I can live on purpose, which means I plan to have more peace in my body, more harmony in my relationships, and more honey in my money. And there's a certain way that I live so that I can live out my purpose. I believe that each of us come into this earthly experience with gifts, talents, and sensitivity so that we can live out our purpose. Why am I here? Why was I born? Why did I overcome that? There must be a reason. So I overcome on purpose to live on purpose, to live out my purpose. So I share with you. And so a part of that is how I study. And so I am studying along with others here during this Lenten season. Boom! Kingdom Vernacular. It is available on Amazon, so we certainly encourage you to get your copy. Kingdom Vernacular. Why we say what we say. So I have been saying during the midday moment, the tongue, very powerful. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. Very powerful. Kingdom Vernacular, very methodical. So Kingdom Vernacular is very methodical. Why we say what we say, so that we can facilitate this power right here. And this power called the tongue is really important because it is an essential part of our experience that we call kingdom. Kingdom is a way. It is a way. It is a way of operating. It is a way of living. It is a way of being, seeing, thinking, speaking, and behaving. That's how I do it. Y'all know my alphabets. We start with the letter B and we end with the letter B. Kingdom is a way of being, seeing, thinking, speaking, and behaving. And so right there in the middle of this way of being and in this system, this way of operating, this way of operation has to do with how you speak. We say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt. No, 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 honey. Words have a lot to do, a lot to do with how you are experiencing life. How are you creating the life that you desire to deserve? How are you responding to situations? How are you relating so that you can create? All right. So, in this time that we have together, we are now reading on day 12, and on day 12, we're looking at the spoken I ams. So, if you're in the daily download, you've already gotten a part of that. So, I'm just going to add to it that Jesus, our way shower, we don't worship Jesus, but we follow Jesus. Jesus said, "Worship God, worship the Father, don't worship me, worship God." And so, we following the worship of God, and at the same time, we follow Jesus as our older brother, our elder brother, our roadmap, our role model, so to speak. And so, in the modeling, in the way showing that Jesus offered, Jesus gave very specific I ams. And so, they're listed here in the book on page 40. I am the bread of life. I am the light of the world. I am the good shepherd. I am the door. I am the way, the truth, and the light. Life. I am the true vine. I am resurrection and the light. And very important to our vernacular is whatever Jesus said about himself, you can say it about yourself. I know for some people that's a little heresy. They're like, but Jesus is Lord, Lord of Lords, King of Kings. Did you get the other part of that? Lord of Lords, King of Kings. So, in order for you to experience your lordship, it's important that you practice Lord speech. This is Lord speech. In order for you to practice kingdomship or your kingship, you must practice the king's speech. And so this language is really important. It's important that you see yourself and that you affirm for yourself that you are bread, that you are light. It's important that you affirm for yourself that you are a good shepherd. Don't say I'm a bad shepherd. No, 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 no. It's important that you say these things because as you say them and as you believe them, as they become a part of your thinking, a part of your expression, okay, then you can start to manifest them. So it's important that you practice this language. So some people might not think they are bread of life. Listen, as you raise your children and even as you are colleagues, when you show up, know that you have it within in you to show up at your office, show up at your job, show up in situations, show up at school, work, wherever you show, in the grocery store. You have it within you to show up as bread of life so that people can share, can eat from, share in your energy, your positive energy. If you're not bread of life, if you're not light, if you're not shepherd, then what are you? So it's important that you understand that you have value. This is a part of your value. So, yes, you get a chance to show up as bread of life. You get a chance to show up as light in the earth. I know, I think it's John chapter 12 where Jesus says, I am the light. And in Matthew chapter 5, Jesus says, hold on, hold on. Let me tell you something. Ye are the light of the world. Ye are the light of the world. You have a responsibility to show up as light. You, everybody on here, Paulette, Brenda, Dar, everybody on here, you've got a responsibility to show up. I said Paulette, Pauletta. Sometimes I gotta make sure I remember my Paulettes and my Paulettas. You have a responsibility to show up as bread, show up as light, show up as resurrection. When you show up, things ought to change. Anybody that's acting dead around you and Lazarus, no, I'm showing up as life. You get a chance to show up the same way that Jesus showed up. You get a chance to do that. But if you're going to do it, then you must affirm it about yourself. You must affirm it about yourself. It's not heresy. It's Lord of Lords. It's King of Kings. So it's not heresy for you to say about yourself what Jesus said about himself. Jesus was a healer. Jesus went around manifesting, helping people to manifest their healings. So you can show up as a part of the healing experience. So, yes, all of these things you say about yourself because you can show up as bread. You can show up as light. You can show up as a good shepherd. You on the committee. You on the committee, why not be a good shepherd while you on the committee? All right. You can show up as a door of opportunity, of thinking things a new way, of door of seeing things in a different way. You can show up as way, truth, and life. Yes, you. And you show up as resurrection. Yes, you can. You can show up for yourself in this way, and you can show up in other spaces for other people in this way. One of my favorites is the last one. I am the resurrection. I love it because I love to hear my natural dad talk about resurrect yourself. Always wait for somebody to come. Physician, heal thyself. You always wait for somebody to come. That's the man at the pool. One of my favorite scriptures. Man at the pool, just waiting, just waiting. And she said, do you want to be whole? Do you really? Well, pick up your bed and walk. Resurrect yourself. You have it within you right here through your vernacular to participate and to instigate your own resurrection. You have it within you to be bread, to be light, to be a good shepherd, to be a door, to be a way, to be truth, to be life, to be a true vine, to help people connect, and to be resurrection. You have it within you to be those things. I know it feels weird if you've never said those things about yourself, but Jesus always already gave us the pattern. I am light, and so are you. Ye are the light of the world, a city set on a hill that cannot be hid. So let your light shine so that men may glorify our Father, our God in heaven. In that state of consciousness, in that awareness we call heaven. Yeah? All right. Woo! All right, that's my reflection for y'all today. Okay, now let's see. I call myself getting this making sure my YouTube, let me see, make sure this YouTube is plugged up over here. We're gonna end with our conversation song, our consecration song. We got a theme song for consecration. So let me see if I can pull it up. Let's see if we can pull it up, y'all. Yesterday it was really acting a little, trying to act up on us. So let's see. This consecration song is called The Well. Love it. So let's see. It's our consecration theme song. We drinking, y'all. We drinking. We drinking water, and we drinking from the well.
You're not a limited source.
God is not a limited source.
But you are aware that
there is no limit to what and who you can be.
Only give us what we need. You go over.
Yeah.
If I give you my cup, I know that it will
run over. We're taking a drink, y'all, for convocation. A lot of drinks. Yeah. God is a well that won't dry up. So you can keep on drinking. Drink as much as you desire, as much as you need. God is a well that never dries up. Go ahead and take a drink.
If I need strength, I'll take a drink.
If I need peace, I'll take a drink.
If I need peace, I'll take a drink. If I need strength, I'll take a drink. Overflowing fountain. If I need peace, I need strength, I'll take a drink. Overflowing fountain.
Might as well go ahead on and sip and take a drink.
I'll keep drinking. You must drink it all around. Over here, sing. So I'll keep drinking.
All right, y'all. Have a good rest of the day. I love you. God bless you. God be you. Keep on drinking from the well. This well is full of everlasting water. It will never dry up. And the song goes on to say that we can all drink at the same time. Go ahead and take a drink for your healing, for your peace, for your strength. Take a drink. All right, take care, everybody. Gotta go. I love you. God bless you. And God be you.